everyone, it's Lisa Morton here with my final installment for 2025 at least of Halloween History 101. Yesterday I talked about that third holiday that played a part in the evolution of Halloween. That holiday is All Souls Day, celebrated on November 2nd. It was initiated a few hundred years after All Saints' Day, and one of the speculations about why it was put into place was that a lot of people said, why do we get to celebrate these saints but not our own loved ones? So, the idea with All Souls Day is that you are celebrating your own deceased who have passed on, and especially you are thinking about the ones who might be stuck in purgatory, that realm hidden somewhere between heaven and hell, where you hope that your loved ones will eventually move on to heaven. When you hear about traditions like souling, the idea with souling was that beggars originally, and then children who would pretend to be beggars, would go from house to house and would offer to say prayers for your loved ones who were trapped in purgatory. In return for that, they would be paid with these small treats called soul cakes. Now, when the missionaries came into Mexico, they brought the same kind of syncretism doctrine with them that the Catholic missionaries had taken when they went to Ireland to convert the Celts. But they brought All Souls Day as well, and that meshed with existing indigenous celebrations in Mayan and Aztec culture, and we get Dia de los Muertos, which is a very different holiday from Halloween. It's fascinating that you take the same missionaries, the same doctrines, you mesh them with existing cultures, and you get very different celebrations. Dia de los Muertos is much closer to All Souls Day and All Saints Day in observing the passing of your loved ones. There are a lot of beautiful rituals involved with Dia de los Muertos, which is overall a fairly somber and thoughtful kind of observation, although it does have its playful side, mocking death, making fun of skeletons, and so forth. But one of my favorite parts of Dia de los Muertos is the ofrenda. The ofrenda is kind of an altar or a memorial to your loved ones who have passed. The idea with the ofrenda is that you are setting out in your own home things that you think that your loved ones who have passed enjoyed, and that you are inviting them to come into your home on that one day, or in parts of Mexico, it might be a whole month. It could be 3 days. It might be 2 days. We do think of it most often, though, as being just November 2nd. We love to do ofrendas here at my house. This year we put this one outside. This is our very basic ofrenda. You can see here that we have the Zempashuitls. Those are the traditional gold marigold flowers that would go on one of these. We have it on a little elevated table. Now, of course, we have done a few things differently. We have added some Halloween decorations and so forth, and we are not doing a traditional ofrenda in terms of they often are kind of tiered and they will include many things that the loved ones loved. So, for example, if your uncle is in the ofrenda, then you might put out a bottle of his favorite tequila. um, Pan de Muerto, if you've heard of that, is a bread that's put out that the deceased loved ones may have enjoyed. You are inviting the spirits to come home that one night and enjoy these things with you. And in case you're wondering who was in my ofrenda this year, we did four people. The lady over here is the grandmother of our housemate Kevin. We have our beloved cat Pinky here, who passed away a few months ago. Over here, we have David Lynch, who was a huge influence on everyone in my household. And over here is Ricky's brother Terry, who died when Ricky was quite young. We kind of change up who we celebrate each and every year on the ofrenda. So that is this year's. I hope that you might consider taking part of this beautiful holiday and some of its rituals. Give a few thoughts today to your vanished loved ones. And thank you again for joining me on this trip through Halloween history. I hope you had a great season, and we'll be back next year with more.